All right, hello and welcome to Kenai, Alaska. Matsu Miners and the Peninsula Oilers get underway for Game 1 of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games. I'm Hunter Warning, joined by my partner Troy Wisneski. Troy, what's going on today?
Just hanging out, maybe watching a couple baseball games, nothing big, maybe playing some bingo tonight. Who really knows anymore? It's a beautiful Sunday here in Kenai, like you were saying. Trying to think, do we have anything exciting to talk about yet?
Well, there was yesterday, which was not as exciting for the Miners. It was a decently exciting game, but the Miners eventually dropped it 4-3 for their first loss of the season and are just looking to get back on track and kind of tighten the screws a little bit. There was some that didn't go their way.
Yeah, long balls, though. So we've been dying to see some long balls leave the yard. We got two from the Middle Tennessee guys, so that was exciting.
Absolutely. Austin Dennis and Blake Benefield. And Dennis actually not in the lineup today, but Benefield will be at first base. And through the order, leading off will be Quinn Cotton in left, Austin Bull at shortstop, Justin Ammons in center, Preston Pavlicka at right field, Blake Benefield at first base, Andy Thomas, the catcher, the designated hitter, as Ryan Haug, the newest addition to the Miners, will be starting behind the plate. Brandon Chania at second, and batting ninth, Oscar Marchena, who will be playing third base. And we start this game now with Quinn Cotton leading off yet again for the Miners. Cotton had a interesting day yesterday, to say the very least, as he knocks that one right to the second baseman on the first pitch, and that will be a very quick ground out for out number one from Cotton.
Yeah, interesting day for sure. Got caught stealing. Actually, an interesting end of the game, starting in the 8th inning when he got caught stealing on a call that didn't look right from up here. But I talked to him yesterday, and he said that the umpire told him that his back leg wasn't at the base, which is weird because like when I slide and what he was saying, when he slides, you slide with your front leg, right?
Usually that's the one to reach the base first, as Austin Bull is 0-2 now. Took his first one and swing and a miss for the second. Bull starting at shortstop. And that one taken for ball one. Cloudy here today. It was raining a little bit on and off during warm-ups. Cleared up for opening first pitch. That went in for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, that 5-minute rule here in Alaska. Wait 5 minutes and it'll change. And, we had rain for about 15, but not too bad.
The 2-2 pitch. That one fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. One hit foul and out of play. Plenty of signs posted here in the park. Park at your own risk. Fly balls can your car if it's parked out there, make a nice dent. But if something like that happens, you can just head to Napa Auto Parts in the Valley, Big Lake Palmer. Visit www.napaalaska for more information, as Austin Bull knocks that one, and it's going to drop for a single towards right center field. So 1-on-1 away for the Miners. Fell just in front of Kellen Stroms, tonight's center fielder for the Oilers. That'll bring up Justin Ammons for Matsu. Ammons getting the start in center for the Miners after Mike Antico. 2 in a row. Ammons takes that for strike number 1. And he fouls that one off. 0-2 the count. As we mentioned in our pregame show, Miners thrown out 3 times yesterday. I don't expect that to lessen the aggressive base running that we've seen from the Miners. It's been persistent throughout the season so far. That one low for a ball. 1-2.
Yeah, absolutely not. Miners like to stay very aggressive on those base paths. Austin Bowl, one of the quick guys out there. He has 1 steal on the year. Preston Pavlica, if he gets on base, he's got the green light, and same as Quinn Cotton.
And Ammons knocks that one, a little dribbler over to third. Fielded cleanly, and he will be out at first, but Bull moves over to second. So 1 on, 2 away for Preston Pavlica. Pavlica hitting .273 in this young season. Handful of doubles. Well, rather just a couple of hits. 4 RBIs, though. That one is low. Stopped by Mikey Honer, the catcher for the Oilers. Good job keeping that one in front of him. 1-0 the count. Aaron Schaup, the lefty, delivers. That one in for ball number 2. Schaup ready. And delivers. Pavlica hits that one high into right center field. Center fielder's got it, and that will do it for the Miners here in the top of the first. When we come back, we've got the bottom half of the first inning right here on your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Welcome back here to the bottom of the first inning. Kenai, Alaska. Matsu Miners taking on the Peninsula Oilers. Miners is left out. They were done. Pitch. Called strike one. That one high, 2-1. Peyton celebrated his 20th day yesterday. So happy belated birthday, Peyton. That one outside, 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2, and that's a full count. Robinson kicks and delivers. That one fouled. Keep the count at 3-2.
Peninsula Arby's.
Once again, the 3-2 pitch. That one inside, and that will be a walk. So the first runner for the Oilers reaches base. That will bring up Caleb Hicks.
Yeah, Peyton Robinson out of southeastern Louisiana. Only gave up 10 walks in his 34 2/3 innings pitched there. Appeared in 18 games, started 3, went 4-0, and posted a 4.93 ERA.
For the tall lefty. And he'll try and make something happen here. Pitch. Got to piece the ump there. Ryan Haug, the most recent addition to the minors, goes and talks to Robinson up there on the mound.
Hey, Hunter, guess who just walked in?
If I had to guess, it would be our favorite Cubs fan here.
Our Chicago Cubs fan. Hopefully brought his umbrella in case it rains.
Head to toe in Cubby blue. Gotta love it. The 1-0 pitch from Robinson is fouled straight back.
You know what? If he's really a fan, he probably knows where Joliet is.
He probably does know where Joliet is.
Joliet, Illinois.
That's right. Beautiful, beautiful town.
Yeah, we actually did have somebody tweet us. They knew exactly where Joliet was. So people now.
That's big.
That's
hey,
two people that know where it is.
It's a popular place.
Yep.
The 1-1 pitch from Robinson. That one knocked, and that's going to drop for a single right in front of Pavlica. So runners at first and second with none away. Jonathan Vizcaino to bat for the Oilers. So Robinson yet to get a hitter out from the Oilers. His first appearance here. Bottom of the first inning. Vizcaino shows bunt. That one in for a strike, 0-1.
Somebody seems sort of angry running up into the booth tonight.
Well, moving out, there's things to do.
Yeah, weird. Never really heard that. Things to do in Alaska.
Oh, there's plenty to do up here. This guy, shows bunt again. This one Dribbles right back to the pitcher. Robinson's got it. No one covering first. So everybody will be safe. Bases loaded, none away for the Oilers here in the bottom of the first inning. Miscommunication. Someone not doing their job out there for the Miners, and no one there to cover the base to get that runner.
Yeah, Benefield running in for the bunt, and Brandon Chania not knowing if it was his responsibility to run over to first base to cover, but definitely a miscommunication there.
And that leaves the bases loaded here for Matthew Acosta, left fielder for the Oilers. Bases loaded, none away. Pitch. That one fouled. 0-1.
First National Bank Alaska.
Wasn't a fantastic bunt. It made its way about halfway up to the mound. And Robinson fielded it cleanly. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Right there, Vizcaíno just kind of wanted to move his runners over and do his job as a sac bunt and got a nice base hit out of it. So
the 0-2 pitch to Acosta. That one knocked to the pitcher. One out at home, and that's two. A 1-2-3 double play. And so now, looking pretty good here. Only a runner at third base, second and third. But no runs scored, so there's two away. Second and third. Hitter for the Oilers, Kip Moore.
yeah, real good job there by Robinson to go home, get the lead runner, get the force out at home, and Ryan Howe getting him out and stepping off and throwing him to Benefield. Benefield gave him the little look of satisfaction. He said, "Hey, man, welcome to the Miners."
So two away. Robinson to Moore. And that one is fouled off, 0-1.
Brought to you by the Jonas Brothers.
Robinson delivers. That one bounces in. Howe gave a runner who advanced from third. And Howe there was another excellent play. And the Oilers squander out, and we head to the with no score. We'll be right back to the broadcast. Welcome back here. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski in the booth for your radio broadcast. Matsu Miners leading off here, top of the second. Blake Benefield to bat. Had a 2-run home run yesterday. That one is ripped for a single right over the head of the shortstop. And Benefield keeps the bat hot here and swing one hit in the top of the second.
Yeah, he liked the first pitch he got there, and he drove it to left field. So, like you said, picking up right where he left off last night with that 2-run shot.
That'll bring up Andy Thomas, who last night was the catcher and today will remain in the lineup, but as the designated hitter. That one, and gets a piece of it for strike one. Thomas batting lefty, throws right. 6'2", 210 out of Baylor.
Go Bears.
Usually when I say go Bears, but haven't said that in a couple of years now. That one is low, not much to cheer about. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, but they got boy Mitch.
If we do, oh no, we're not going to do any football talk here. This is baseball. I'm too zoned into baseball to switch down gears like that. Swing and a miss, strike two. Don't want to get too worked up here in the booth. One on, none away. Top of the second inning. No score yet, but Andy Thomas is trying to change that. Off and running. And some trouble handling the pitch there, and he will slide in. Throw. That'll be a stolen base for Benefield.
Yeah, look at the wheels on that guy, huh? Your first baseman.
I think he's a little more of a momentum guy. Back out the gate, but he's in there nonetheless. So a runner in scoring position. 2-2 count, none away. Out is a ball that's going to bounce up and over. Catcher Honer's head. Benefield advances to third. As a first pitch single. Benefield now finds himself at third base, 90 feet away from being the first run of the game, with no outs here in the top of the second. Out of Thomas. It's knocked down, but one run will score. Thomas with the RBI there. Miners lead 1-0 in the top of the second.
Now batting for the Miners. Catcher, number 7, Howard.
And that's just what you're looking for if you're a tough time getting out of the gates early yesterday. Didn't start scoring until late in the game. But lead here in the top of the second with only one away, 1-0. And that brings up the new guy, Ryan Haug, starting at catcher today. Haug fouls that one for strike one. Plays his college ball at the University of Arizona. Shout delivers. That one taken for a ball, 1-1.
Thanks.
That one ripped into, that's going to drop in. Haug rounding first. He's going to slam on the brakes. So, welcome to the Miners, Ryan Haug. 1 for 1 with a single.
Yeah, and a part of all three of those outs with bases juiced and none out. So
that's right.
A good welcome for him. Absolutely.
And so that brings up Today rather, can never tell the difference. It could be day or night. Brandon Chania, second baseman for the Miners. Haug slides back into first base. The pitch. That one ripped into the gap. The shortstop gets off of his foot. That's going to be kicked into foul territory and left. Haug, third. So it's up at second base. Second and third. And that's going to be E6 for the Oilers. And that's Marchena. And 2 runners and scoring to break this game open a little bit early.
Great production so far. Out of 7-8, hit him a knock field in on that ground out to first base, and then Haug with the single, and now Chania getting a little lucky with the error, but on second base, and we got position with only 1 down.
So Chania be scored with a single and advancing to second on the error. Honer and getting a visit from coach out there.
Man, they play some pretty good music here.
They do. For some people, I don't know. Not necessarily, not always my taste, but they do. They got a good playlist. And more Memorial Park. Marchena is taken for strike number 1. Marchena has struggled at times at plate. Finds himself back in the lineup today and shut that one down to third base. There will be a Haug is tagged out, trying to go home. So Marchena reaches. Runners at first and second. Chania did not on the play. Top of the order for the Miners. 2 on and 2 away. Miners lead 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. The pitch to Cotton. Taken, ball 1. Pitch to Cotton. Chania running. Cotton hits that one high into center field, and that's going to drop. That's going to hit the wall. Cotton is rounding second. Cotton ended up putting the Cotton 3-0.
Job by Cotton there. Staying aggressive. He's been having a great series at the plate so far, and finds that 0-1 pitch and drives it to deep right center field. Already in the first game, the Dairy Queen sign out there in left center. So Ben,
absolutely, and that will Boston Bowl. Runners from first and second. 3-0 here now. That one will get away from Honer. Cotton in at third. And the Miners have another run, 90 feet away, with a 2-0 count, 2 away now for the Miners. The pitch. That one called strike one. 2-1 count. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Called strike 3 to end the top of the second, but the Miners score 3. The bottom of the second inning with the Miners ahead 3-0 on your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Welcome back here. Bottom of the second inning. Hunter Warning and Troy Zneski on the call for your Matsu Miners broadcast. And up 3 runs in the top half of this second inning.
Job there by Cotton, like we said, getting ahead in the count 1-0 and then finding a pitch to drive. And that's huge to 2 outs, move the things that Coach Ben Taylor talks about. Hey, if there's 2 outs, get on base and have the next guy line.
Robinson delivers to Kip Moore, who gets a fresh at bat here after Vizcaíno is tagged out trying to go home in a pass ball. Pitch now from Robinson. That one hit high to the infield. Austin Bull is under it, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers, a third baseman from the University of Southern California, number 20.
John Thomas now to bat for the Oilers. Had that home run yesterday. That one thrown for a strike, 0-1. It was going away. And that one is ripped into center field, but Ammons is tracking it and has got it
Oilers. The right fielder for Missouri Western University.
And in that first inning, a nice double 1-2-3 double play, and then tag out at home. The jam there with bases loaded, and finds himself in a good position here with 2 outs and none on.
About minimizing things, and with 3 runners on and no outs, I mean, that's one of the biggest minimize things going on there right there, is getting out of that with allowing no runs to score. So good job to get out of that big hole.
Ryan Smith to bat for the Oilers, and he takes that one for strike number 1. That one is a big strike, too. The 0-2 pitch from Robinson. That one ripped high. Play toward left field. It'll stay 0-2. Ryan Smith will advance to first, hit by a pitch. So 1 on and 2 away. And Mike, today's catcher, will come to bat. So an 0-2 count turns into a runner at first after that hit by a pitch. Pitch, and one fouled off, but Smith was off and running towards second. So 0-1, runner at first. Two away in the bottom of the second inning. Miners lead 3-0 here in Kenai. And that one is a chopper up the middle. Chania flips to second. And that'll do it here for the second inning. Miners lead 3-0. We'll be right back with your Met Sooners radio broadcast. Welcome back to the Matsu Miners radio broadcast here. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski. Top of the third inning, Miners lead 3-0. Justin Ammons to the plate now. Ammons grounded out in his first at bat. And that one in for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. That one kind of a check swing down there. It'll be foul. 1-1. Close, but call for ball. Inside, and will find its way to the backstop. 3-1 now. That one hit high in right field. Tracking, looking, and that is going to be a home run. Home run for the Miners. Justin Ammons goes deep into right field, and it's 4-0 Miners here in the third.
Yeah, I think Ammons knew that one was gone right when it left the barrel, kind of a little bit, and figured, hey, you know, I either flied out there or I crushed it, and I knew he crushed it. So good ball on that 3-1 count. You can kind of be more selective with the pitch you want to hit, and he found
absolutely got those wrists around real quick, and just like that, a 4-run lead now for the Miners. Pavlica takes that one for a strike. 0-1. And the ball there. 1-1 the count now. Outside, 2-1. One pitch. Inside, 2-1. And the pitch, that will be for Pavlica.
Now batting for the Miners.
Takes his base, so none away. Miners lead 4-0 and brings up Blake Benefield.
1-for-1 on the day. The first run scored there in the second inning. Had that first pitch single to left field, so a couple good plate appearances in his last few times up here.
Aaron Schaup getting a little roughed up here. Well, only two. A quick move over to first. Pavlica is safe. That is something we've seen from the lefties of the Oilers, is nice pickoff moves to first, which is something the Miners have to really think about as Benefield takes that one for a strike, because we've brought it up before, aggressive on the base paths and not afraid to steal bases or take huge leads, but with quick moves like that, it can be costly. One pitch, that one low.
Yeah, yesterday, the first time we really saw the base runners get beat there a few times. I mean, we've gotten a couple Miners. We've seen a couple Miners get thrown out, but yesterday we talked about in the pregame show, 3 base runners punched out on either caught stealing or pickoff moves. So Oilers been on top of that pretty good so far.
That one gets away from Honer, and Pavlica advances to second. So runner in scoring position for Benefield. Now with no outs here in the top of the third inning. Two one pitch is low for ball three. 3-1 the count now. Three-one pitch. Benefield knocks that one. It'll go foul. Miners bullpen area.
Brought to you by Bill and Tracy Parker.
Strike number 2, full count for Benefield. And Pavlica dancing around over there off of second base. Calls for a shout to full count. Benefield stays alive here.
Yeah, I didn't really like that pitch, but wasn't sure if it was a strike. Kind of just threw his hands out there and tried to make some contact to keep his at-bat alive.
Right here at the full count and delivers. Benefield hits that one. Left. That one makes it to about for out number 1. Looked good coming off the bat, but died a little bit there. Like I said, just in front of the warning track. Benefield, but still making good contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Schaup kind of hanging that breaking ball in there, and normally Benefield would take that one for a ride. Didn't quite make the contact, didn't fully bring his hips around into that one, but still a good shot nonetheless.
So with 1 on and 1 away, Andy Thomas steps into the box for the Matsu Miners. Pitch taken for strike number 1.
Thomas, one of the only guys that gets to rep the same number that he wears at Baylor. So 25 in green and yellow is a pretty common theme for Andy Thomas there.
That's pretty cool, especially, you know, being somewhere for a summer so far away from home. Anything familiar, it has to go a long way for these guys, and, you know, that's a big thing, and hopefully it'll translate into his play, keeping a high-level performance up.
Yeah, absolutely. Just it's all about getting comfortable here in summer ball and obviously having fun, but having more green and yellow stuff with number 25 on it, it's got to be cool. You could wear that at Blur as well, and they might not even know the difference.
Someone, yeah, might have to do a double take. What is that, Baylor Alders? Is that what they used to be? On the count for Thomas. 1 away, runner at second. Lead 4-0. pitch. Finds that one right over the head of the second baseman. A single for Thomas. Runners at the corners, one away for Ryan Howe.
Yeah, nice shot there by Andy Thomas. Just gets it over the head. Pavica kind of had to turn on the brakes there and make sure it wasn't going to be a catch, but bless.
Yeah, the second baseman for the Oilers, Oliver Dunn, made an athletic play for it. Nice leap, but not quite enough there. So it'll be a single for Thomas. And Haug up to bat, had a single in his first plate appearance for the Miners. And now he's looking for his first RBI. Schaup steps off the mound there for a second. And ready in the box. Pitch. That one low for ball number 1. Runners at the one away, and the 1-0 pitch. Gets through the legs of Honer, so Pavlica will score from third, 5-0 for the third inning. Thomas advances to second. Building up early here for the Miners, taking advantage of some mistakes.
If they were satisfied with their play last night and get guys. Probably not going to gas anytime soon.
Of course, yes, it is a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games today. As Haug pops that one up at the infield. Vizcaíno coming from first will catch it in foul territory. So that will be out number 2. It's at second base.
Second baseman.
And Brandon Chania now will step into the box. Matt Sue. Chania singled in his first at bat. And then advanced to second on an error. And he knocks that one, and I think that's going to drop the gap. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Thomas will score. Chania rounding second. And he had first slidered. Miners lead 6-0. A diving attempt out there in right field from Ryan Smith. Falls flat to the wall.
Yeah, Chania just turning on the Jets, man. Rounding second, third in sight the entire time, and a nice at bat for him there. Just jumped on the first ball he saw, drove it to right center field, and play, batting in the 8th hole. You don't really expect much from a guy, but got right there and drove in a run.
That brings up Oscar Marchena. Third and 2 away. That one inside, ball 1. That for ball number 2. Marchena reached on a fielder's choice, but yet this season, or the regular season rather. And he knocks that one to the shortstop, who makes the play over to first to end of the inning, but the Miners score on a Justin Ammons home run couple more get in. It was 6-0 Miners at the end of the top half of the third inning. We head to the bottom half here on your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Welcome back to the bottom half of the third inning. Miners lead 6-0. Kellen Strom to bat for the Oilers. Peyton Robinson on the mound for the Miners. Gotten into a little bit of trouble, but has managed to get his way out of it without a run. And Strom here in the bottom half of the third inning.
From the University of Utah, Oliver Dunn.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter for the Oilers, Oliver Dunn. Who walked in his first plate appearance. Pitch. That one in for strike number one. Done off and running. Or, pardon, Strom. Thrown out. Thrown out trying to steal second base. One away here.
Again, welcome to the Miners.
Haug.
Ryan Haug, yeah.
Ryan Haug. Having a heck of a day, and we're only in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, the catcher from Arizona making his presence known early in the minor season.
It's a close one there, but there's way, and now it's a 1-1 count to Oliver Dunn. That was Strom who was thrown out stealing. That one called for strike number two. Dunn to Chania, who covering the base, and it's not in time. So it will be an infield single for Dunn. 1 on, 1 away in the bottom of the third inning.
Billy Clements.
And Ben Taylor is first base umpire, and she asked for a little bit more of an explanation on the call, I would say. Awful close, bang, bang play. One on, one away. Miners lead 6-0. The pitch from Robinson. In there for a strike. 0-1. That one ripped foul down third base line. 0-2. Robinson looking for his first strikeout on the 0-2 pitch. That one low. Ball number 1. Dancing. For the Oilers with 1 on and 2 away here. Trying to get out of this bottom of the third inning. The pitch from Robinson. We'll have to wait as he makes his move over to first, keeping an eye on Dunn. Miners lead 6-0. Doing it all sorts of different ways on offense so far. Got a home run, double, triple off the wall. That one in for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, pretty good spray chart here so far for the.
1-0 pitch from Robinson is knocked foul.
Oh, you see that St. Louis fan walk by? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? Well, he's actually wearing a Stephen Piscotty jersey, which, interesting fact, Piscotty played his summer ball here in Kenai for the Oilers. And it seems to be a family deal for the Piscotty family. His brother played up here. That one is a stolen base. Oliver Dunn is in there under the tag from Chinea. So stolen base, 2-1 count, 2 away.
Yeah, real good jump there by the base runner. Haug with the nice throw right to Bull and slid right under the tag, but nice throw nonetheless.
Can't get them all. You'd like to, but sometimes you just can't.
That's right.
So there's runner in scoring position for the Oilers. 2 balls, 1 strike, but 2 away. And that one not foul. Back into the netting there, and the count is even at 2. It'll be time, and everyone will get reset out there. Robinson delivers. Called strike 3, and that will end the third inning. So the Oilers strand a runner at second and don't score.
Real nice backdoor curveball there for Peyton Robinson to get his first strikeout of the game.
Yep, and that got him. That caught him looking. So we head to the top of the 4th inning. Miners 6, Oilers 0.
left fielder.
And we're back here for the top of the fourth inning. Matsu Miners and the Peninsula Oilers. Miners lead 6-0. Couple of changes for the Oilers. Billy Clemens now on the mound pitching, as Quinn Cotton knocks that one to the second baseman for a quick out number 1. And behind the plate, 9, Jack Bauer.
Quinn kind of sees what he likes right away. The first inning swung on the first pitch and grounded out, and the second inning took the second pitch for a ride on that double. So early in the count type of guy.
That brings Austin Bull to the plate. The pitch taken for strike number 1. The 1 pitch. A little high there. 1-1. That one low and inside to Bull. 2-1 now. Bull fouls that one off. It's going to fly out of play on third base side. 2 strikes for Bull.
Has Ron showed up to any games yet this year?
We were just talking about that last night. You don't think so?
Yeah, I haven't seen Ron yet. Only Cleveland Browns fan I've ever met.
The pitch. High. Count even at 2. Bull pops that one up. Left fielder's got it. So that will be 2 away for the Miners.
Center fielder, number 2, Justin.
That brings up Justin Ammons, who hit a dinger in his last time up. Put the Miners up 4-0 at the time. The Miners have since added 2 more. They lead 6-0 here in the top of the 4th inning with 2 away. And that one is bunted down the first base line, and it will go foul for strike number 1. Ammons, to this point, mostly known for his speed on the mound, as we said, display power earlier. And it's a bit of a luxury when you got both. You're, if you're looking for a spot for him in the lineup, if you're Ben Taylor. And for a ball.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of those outfield guys that the Miners have do have both. I mean, Preston Pavlica, Quinn Cotton, both can send some balls deep, and both are pretty quick on their feet as well as Mike Antico as well.
Antico not getting the start today, as Ammons takes that one 2-1.
Now listed as an outfielder too. I mean, all power guys with speed.
And that one is a dribbler, and that's going to go foul. Just foul, right in front of the bag there. Ammons a little bit lucky. It kind of took a bounce there in the dirt, and the base path there in the dirt, and rolled the foul. So 2-2 the count now for Ammons. Pitch. Ammons drives that one, and it will sail out of play. And we'll do it again Count remains 2-2. The pitch. An appeal down the third. He did not swing, so it will be a full count. No runners on. 2 away here. Top of the 4th inning. Miners lead 6-0. In game 1 of this doubleheader with the Oilers, and Ammons will take 4 and head to first base.
Yeah, great at bat there. Long at bat. I mean, 7 pitches going into that one. We saw a bunt. We saw a couple roll foul. We saw him just battling, fouling a couple balls off before finally sitting in there and getting the walk.
And that walk will bring up Peston Pelica, rather. Right fielder number 10. That one is high for number 1. One 0 pitch. Outside. Each they're gotten progressively better. Of course. The other night, Friday night, was, I'll just say it was rotten. It was cold and rainy and dark. You could have used lights here at the field.
For the first time ever.
Normally not an issue, but yeah, poor weather made it awful dark out there for some of the guys. And yesterday was a little bit on and off, as that one is in for a strike, 2-1. And today there was a little bit of rain, and there's still a dark cloud out there, but staying relatively dry here since the game has started.
Yeah, a lot of fans out there for the first game of the doubleheader. We'll see if they stick around for the second.
3-1. One on, 2 away. And 3-1 pitch to Pavlica is taken for strike number 2. The count is full. Pavlica made one step towards first and caught himself as the walk was not awarded. Three-two pitch. Ammons running, and that one is chopped to the shortstop. Play over at first. Pavlica is out. So that'll do it for the Miners here in the 4th. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Miners lead. Hello, and we're back here Bottom of the fourth inning. Miners lead 6-0 over the Peninsula Oilers here in Kenai. Matthew Acosta to lead off the inning for the Oilers. Robinson delivers that one for a ball. 1-0. Robinson has allowed at least one base runner in each inning, but has played as that smacked into center field right to Justin Ammons for out number one. Ammons barely had to move to get to that one. A couple steps to his right, and that was it for Acosta. That will bring up number 25, Kip Moore. Pitch outside for ball number one. Moore flied out in his first plate appearance. And that one goes for ball number two, 2-0. Pitch. That one called for strike one. 2-1 the count now. And that's a funny hop over to first for out number two.
University of Southern California, number 20, John Thomas.
John Thomas to the plate now for the Oilers. Thomas also flied out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Robinson not getting many guys that strike out. Only has that one strikeout, but they're putting the bat on the ball a little bit and a lot of putouts, ground outs, fly outs.
That one inside, 1-0. That one for a strike. Count is at 1-1 now. Infield playing back as that one is popped to left field. Cotton has got it. 2-3 inning for Peyton Robinson. To end the fourth, we head to the top of the fifth. Miners lead 6-0. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Blake Benefield steps into the box here to start off the top of the fifth inning. Miners lead 6-0. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here on the call. Benefield takes that for a ball, 1-0. That one called for a strike, 1-1.
We got some pretty exciting news just in. You'll have to stick around until top of 6, where I'll reveal our exciting news that we just found out.
And Benefield pops that one up to Rot. So it'll be one away here in the top of the 5th. And tell you what, even I'm intrigued by this exciting news.
Andy Thomas.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be interesting. I'm fired up.
Troy's keeping it a secret up here in the box.
I'm fired
I don't
up.
know. So this will be a fun adventure for us all here listening
I'll
live.
give you a hint. It has to do with a comment I made last night.
Comment last night. Okay. Is that one in for a ball, 1-0? You made an entire game's worth of comments. That doesn't really narrow it down for me there.
Well, I guess you'll just have to find out in top of 6.
That one ripped into right field. That's going to drop for a base hit for Andy Thomas. So 1 on, 1 away. Ryan Haug up to bat, who is 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
Number 7, Ryan Howe.
I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor of the Matsoon Miners radio broadcast, Napa Auto Parts. In the Valley, Big Lake, and Palmer. Anything you need for automotive repair, any piece, small, large, anything like that, they got it for you. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. Haug takes that for strike number 1, 0-1. Nice knock there from Thomas, his second single of the afternoon, making him 2 for 3. Thomas will now head to second as that one scampers away from Jack Bauer back there behind the plate all the way to the backstop. So a runner in scoring position for the Miners here in the top of the 5th. The 1-1 count and 1 away. With Haug, the Arizona product, at the plate. One pitch. That one a chopper to the shortstop. At first. Tough snag, but he got him. So Haug is out at first. Thomas advances to third on the play. And that will bring up the second baseman, Brandon Chinea. Chinea last time up tripled off the wall there in right center field. Knocked a couple runs in as a result. Outside for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch. That one taken for a strike, 1-1. Bounce to score easily, and the Miners tack on another one here. They lead 7-0. Top of the 5th inning. It's easy ones like that that the Miners take advantage of.
We talk a lot about aggressive base running, but that was just kind of a walk in the park there from third to home. That ball really scooted away from the catcher, and an easy run scored.
And it's things like making contact that make those easy runs, because score unless they're at third. A sack over. About second base. And he's thrown out at first, and that'll do it here for the Miners in the top half of the fifth. They lead 7-0 after Andy Thomas scores there on a pass ball. We head to the bottom of the fifth right here on your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Welcome back to your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. Bottom of the fifth inning here in Kenai, Alaska. Miners lead 7-0. Tacked one on there in the top half of the frame. Ball. And actually quite a few for the Oilers, but and fires that one in for a strike. Hasn't let any cross the plate. He's had some pretty fortunate defense behind him.
Yeah, 6 base runners on the night, but like you said, 3 of those coming in the first inning on that no out base is used.
Yeah, double plays and timely flyouts. Not a lot of strikeouts, just as that one is in for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Robinson is ripped down the line into left field. That'll definitely go for a base hit. Looks like he's going to round first into second. So it will be a stand-up double for Ryan Smith to lead off this bottom of the fifth inning for the Oilers. And that brings Jack Bauer to the plate for the Oilers.
How much more money was in your pocket?
Oh, I don't know. We're counting it out.
Oh, we're counting. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'll get back.
Pitch called, strike one.
I knew you were going to see that.
Smith with a decent lead at second as Bauer chops that one over to Chania at second, and Bauer will be out at first.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers.
But the runner advances, so there will be a runner at third, one away. Kellen Strom steps into the box for the Oilers. Miners lead 7-0. Pitch. That one in the dirt. Haug does a good job of keeping it from getting too far away. Oilers tried to score on a similar play earlier in the game, but Haug was able to, once again, keep it in front of him and easy tag at the plate to get out of that first inning.
Yeah, not really even a close play there. Just kind of thought the ball was going to go a lot farther behind Haug, but he kept it in front of him, and the runner was dead red there at home plate to get out of the inning and get out of that bases loaded, no out jam.
And that's a chopper to the shortstop Bull, who flips over to first. That will be safe. That will be an infield single and an RBI. So the Oilers now are on the board. Miners lead 7-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Decent play by Bull. Just
really a slow roller. Kind of waited on it to get to his glove, and by the time he got it out, really didn't have a play. But
bag moving towards third. That's a tough play for anybody.
Yeah, good job just to knock it down and keep it there, keep the runner on first.
So 1 away, 1 on. Robinson sails that high for ball number 1. That one fouled out of play for strike number 1. Oliver Dunn, that is, steps back into the box. A close play over there first. Robinson trying to pick off Strom, and close play, but he was in there safe. 1-1. Pitch. That one goes for a ball. 2-1. Now Robinson. Yeah, and have to. So that one hit high into center field. Ammons has found it and got it for out number 2.
Now batting fielder, Peninsula Oilers.
So 1 on, 2 away.
Number 21.
Yeah, good job by Ammon sticking with it there. Kind of started to sail a little bit into left field, but looked off Quinn Cotton and said, hey, man, I know exactly where this is going, and I'll be there. So good job to make that catch there, and 2 outs.
Brings up the shortstop for the reached on a single. But his second. So 1 for 2. Pitch. That's a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Robinson eyeing up first base there. We'll get reset on the mound. Only to throw over to first base this time. The 0-1 pitch. For ball number 1. The pitch. Ball 2. 2-1 the count now. 1 on, 2 away. Bottom of the 5th inning here in game 1 of a doubleheader with the Peninsula Oilers. Each game will only go 7 innings. So, venture to say a comfortable lead for the Miners as that is a grounder to Oscar Marchena, who throws to second base for the force out to end the inning. 1 run scores. Miners lead 7-1. We head to the top of the 6th inning right here on your Matsu Miners radio broadcast. We're back here in the top of the 6th inning. Miners lead 7-1, and they've got the top of the order coming up with Quinn Cotton to bat.
So,
Top of the 6th inning, it's time for big news. That's right.
we have reached goal from yesterday to surpass our Twitter following.
What are we up to now, Troy?
703, baby.
That's big.
I sent out a challenge. I said, hey, we need 1 more follower, and we doubled up there and got 2. So big news for the Miners, and thank you to all our fans sticking with us the past couple days out here in the Kenai with a couple connection issues and everything. But thanks for sticking it out with us, and we really ate all the viewers and all the love on Twitter. So if you ever just want to say hey, tweet at us, we'll be sure to appreciate it.
That was Oscar Marchena there lining out real quick for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th, bringing up Quinn Cotton. Top of the order, 1 away. And for those of you listening who aren't following us on Twitter, you can find us at ABL Miners.
So, was that good news or what?
I thought that was great news as Cotton rips that one. That's going to be a single into right field. So Cotton keeping his bat hot. Gets on base again. Single and a double tonight for the leadoff man. Austin Bowl now up for the Miners. 1 for 3 with a single. Pitch, and Bowl hits that one to the gap. It's a nice stop, though, from Oliver Dunn of the Oilers, and Bowl will be out at first. That is a very nice play from the Oilers there. Cotton advances to second, but there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting for the Miners, center fielder, number 2, Justin Ammons.
Justin Ammons comes to the plate now. Ammons 1 for 2 with a home run and walked in his last at bat. Pitch from Billy Clemens. Called strike 1. One on, 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. For a ball 1. Clemens ready and delivers. Oilers were ready to get Cotton there, who took a big lead off of second, and Bauer had some trouble handling it there behind the plate, so Cotton safe, and now the catcher, pitcher, and shortstop having a talk there. Really keeping an eye on Cotton, trying to keep this as limited as possible, as the Oilers have a lot of ground to make up. Miners lead 7-1 in this shortened doubleheader game 1. The pitch. That one called. Strike 2. And the count is even at 2. And it's being quite patient at the plate here. The pitch. Swings that one foul down the first base line. He'll stay alive here. Count remains 2-2. Any Twitter followers since we just talked about it now?
No, staying pretty quiet right now at the mark. But
Yeah. As Emmons pops that one up to left field, that will be caught. And that will do it for the Miners here in the 6th. They leave one, but lead 7-1. We head to the bottom half of the inning, and we'll be right back on your Matsu Miners.
It's Caído.
Welcome back here. Hunter Warning in the booth. Troy Wisniewski here as well, and the Miners have a comfortable 7-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with only one more inning to go after this one. first half of the doubleheader, as the leadoff hitter here for the Oilers in the sixth, John Vizcaino, fouls that one off for strike number one. Peyton Robinson throws that in for strike number two. Trying to go 6 full innings in his first start for the Miners. And that will be 3 strikes for Vizcaino. He
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers.
disagrees a little bit, but doesn't matter what he thinks. It's what the umpire thinks. And Matthew Acosta to the plate now. That one in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. That one just nicked for a foul ball, and that would be a strike, 1-1. That one for a ball, 2-1. That was only Robinson's second strikeout of the afternoon. That one is hit foul and out of play to even the count at 2 apiece. One away here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Miners lead 7-1. That one hit hard up the middle. Shania is not going to be able to get there. It's a single for Matthew Acosta. 1 on, 1 away. Kip Moore to the plate for the Oilers. Moore is 0 for 2, flied out and grounded out. Robinson ready and delivers. That one hit high. Has it. Number 2. So John Thomas to the plate now. Miners lead 7-1. 1 on, 2 away. Thomas looking to extend the inning there for the Oilers.
Yeah, Thomas, one of the few guys that has flied out in both his first 2 at-bats here. Like we talked about, Robinson, not really a big strikeout guy here today, but getting people to hit to where his defense is and trusting his defense in the process.
And in this first game of the doubleheader here, it's significant, a change from yesterday. Dialed in defensively. There were a couple of poorly played balls, and that one hit directly to Pavlica in right field. Quick inning for Robinson, and that'll do it for the 6th. And we head to the top of the 7th. Miners lead 7-1, and we'll be right back with your Miners broadcast. Preston Pavlica here to lead off the top of the 7th inning for the Matsu Miners. Takes that one for strike number 1. Miners ahead 7-1 here in the doubleheader, and that one bounces in of Bauer's face mask there, right in the face. 1-1 the count. Clemens delivers, and Pavlica will foul that one back over the backstop and into the parking lot. Hopefully it didn't dent a car, but if it did, you know, you can go get it fixed at Napa Auto Parts. They got all the parts you need.
That's right. Where can we visit them online? www.napaalaska.com, I
That's
think.
right, yes.
All right.
Napa in all caps and then capital A in Alaska.com. 2-2 count for Pavlica. Takes that one for a ball. Count is full. Comfortable lead for the Miners, but you know, they would not be opposed to adding a couple more insurance runs, as Pavlica looks to do just that there. Knocks one into the right and center field gap for a single to lead off this 7th inning.
Yeah, insurance runs definitely can't hurt you here, but we've already reached the end of game 1 here coming up in 7 innings. We remind the viewers that 7-inning game as well as game 2 tonight. Actually, game 3 and 4 in the series, I guess you could say. But there will be a break in between the two.
Pavlica off and running, and the throw is not going to be handled, and it gets into center field a little bit. And Pavlica, ever so speedy, makes it all the way to third without much of a play. So just like that, another insurance run is... And it looks like Benefield is out. There's called batter interference. So Pavlica will head back to first base, 1 away. Benefield got in front of the throw there a little bit, and enough so for an out to be called. So that will bring up Andy Thomas, who takes that for a ball. Haven't seen that call too much, but it certainly does happen. So 1 away for the Miners. And that one hit foul. Pavlica off and running on that one. It's foul down the first base line. 1-1 the count. Pitch. And when in the Pavlica will go off and running, that throw bounces in there. Pavlica will be safe at second.
Gets that stat back for the stolen base
Absolutely.
earlier.
Pavlica loves stealing bases.
Yeah, I think he was just sick of us talking about how fast Mike Antico was out there in center field. He said, hey, man, talk about me more. I'm pretty quick.
And that's going to drop for a single in front of the right fielder. So runners at the corners. Ends up at third yet again. Won't have to go back to first this time, though.
That's right.
Andy Thomas is there. So runners at the corners and 1 away. And that'll bring up Ryan Haug.
You really want to fit in after day 1 here if you're Ryan Haug? Score the runner on third.
Absolutely. That's big deal. Already having a great day behind the plate. He's thrown out a runner was responsible for all 3 outs in that first inning, and also he got a single in his first at bat. Not a bad start to his minors career. Low for ball 1. One 0 pitch from Clemens is outside for two 0, 1 away, 2 on, top of the 7th inning. And that one called for a strike, 2-1. It'll be about a 45-minute break between games here before game number 2 gets underway. We'll be sure to tweet out the lineup and game streaming link. It will be different from this one that we're currently broadcasting on. Haug fouls that one back. Just be sure to check in with our Twitter account or Facebook page. We'll get that up as soon as we can following completion here in game 1. The 2-2 pitch. Haug lines that one right over the head of the shortstop. Pavlica will score. Thomas to second. So an RBI single for Haug, his second single today, extends the lead for the Miners to 8-1.
Yeah, I'd say they probably like him a lot around here now with that RBI single. Like I mentioned, it's a great way to fit in after your first day of play.
Not bad at all, and that will bring up the 8-hole hitter, Brandon Chinea, with 1 out here in the top of the 7th, and Chinea reached down an air in his first at bat, tripled, and a couple RBIs, 1 RBI, grounded out. Conference up there on the mound for Billy Clemens. Niners lead 8-1. And a bounce back from their first loss of the season yesterday. Seem to be clicking on all cylinders here in game 1 of this doubleheader. The only area I would say is Peyton Robinson's performance, but he only allowed 1 run. It was a little shaky, a couple base runners, but everything else, even that, if that is your, maybe weakest performance, You're having a really good day because it's a real good day. 6 innings pitched for Robinson. Might see a relief pitcher coming in here to close out the game, but great all around for the Miners thus far. Enough to score. And that one in for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at second and third. Cotton on deck. One taken for Inter will be caught. Shane Haug will tag and score. Chiney also tags, advancing to third. So that's an RBI for Marchena. 2 away. Miners lead 10-1 here in the top of the 7th inning, and Quinn Cotton makes his way to the plate with 2 away. May not be a hit for the Miners' third baseman, but an RBI. Scoring that runner from third, always important.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing his job just to move the runner from second over to third and scoring the runner from third.
Can't ask for much more than that. Have a 9-run lead here. That one gets past Bauer. Chinea will score easily, and bases are cleared. 11-1 Miners. Tough day behind the plate there for Jack Bauer. A couple getting past him with runners in scoring position. Miners taking advantage.
Yeah, that's now 4 runs scored on pass balls alone.
But as we were saying, as that one's in there for ball number 2, it takes a lot of work to get those runners in scoring position. As we were saying, even Marchena there moving runners over to third base as Cotton hits that one in the air to shallow right, and it's going to drop. Not going to be a catch. Nice attempt out there from Ryan Smith, but not able to secure it. So it'll fall, and Cotton will be safe at first. But even moving those runners over with a fly ball or ground out or something like that gets those runners in scoring position, and most notably at third, where they're able to take care of or take advantage of pass balls like that, or score and get runs on the board however they can.
Yeah, we talk a lot about aggressive base running, and that's what they've been putting on display here tonight. Today, I guess tonight will be the second game. And tough play there by the right fielder, and Bold
Austin
flies
Ball
out to him. So,
flies out to right field. So the Miners add a few more. They have a 10-run lead going into the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last 3 outs for the Oilers. When we come back, Matsu Miners will try and secure a win in game number 1 of this doubleheader right here on your Matsu Miners. Welcome back here to your Miners broadcast. Bottom of the 7th inning. Miners tacked on a couple more in the top half of the frame. They now lead by 10 runs. They lead 11-1. And the Oilers down to their last 3 outs here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Of course, only playing 7 innings in today's doubleheader in each game. Nolan Monahan to pitch for the Miners. And that one, first pitch is a dribbler to second. Shania flips over to first for out number 1.
Now batting for your Peninsula
So 2 outs away
number 4.
pretty quickly there. One down. Josh Congdon to bat for the Oilers now. Right-hander from Lynn Benton Community College. Takes that for strike number 1. Monahan for the Miners coming in relief of Peyton Robinson, who pitched 6 innings, only allowed 1 run. That went in for a strike, 0-2. Only had 2 strikeouts, but stellar day on the mound in his first appearance for the Miners nonetheless. That one is low for a ball, 1-2. One-two pitch is fouled back to the netting there. And it'll stay 1-2. That one bounces in and over the head of Haug. So that'll be ball 2. Once again, it'll be about 40 or 45 minutes before in between games in the doubleheader here. On a different broadcast, different link to follow for those of you watching at home. All our games can be found on our YouTube page, Matt C. Myers. Immediately following game time.
Oh, guess
or the end
what?
of game.
Guess what?
What is going on over here, Troy?
At ABL Miners Twitter, we got another one.
We got another one.
We are now at by the this evening's. I think we're going to set our goal at 7:05.
I think that's a great plan.
Think we can get one more by
I
then.
think we can.
Tell your friends, tell your family.
Go out and make one. It's really easy, even if we're the only follow that you have.
Yeah.
A lot of great stuff.
Anything else you want to hear or see, you let us know.
Can't watch the game. We always keep you updated as much as we can. Troy does a fantastic job handling the Twitter and social media. That one was fouled back, 2-2. Heck, there's no reason not to follow. There's tons of great content.
Yeah, right now I'll be tweeting Peyton Robinson's final line. You see 6 innings pitched, 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 Ks.
Pretty good day as Monahan fires that one in. Full count now with 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Miners lead 11-1. That one fouled back again. Count remains 3-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 3.
Now
Oilers down to their last hope.
Center fielder from San Jose State University.
Kellen Strom, the center fielder. Strom has a single. Caught stealing, so never really got to second. And he hits that one high into right field. Pavlica tracking and got it. And that'll do it here in game number 1 for the Miners. They win 11-1 and take the first half of this doubleheader. Game 2 will be in about 40 or 45 minutes, so keep an eye out for the updated YouTube link. Peyton Robinson gets the win.
Yep.
And a big day at the plate for the Miners, really taking advantage, like we said, aggressive base running and a home run from Justin Ammons, and just great stuff all around at the plate.
Absolutely. Excited for the second game, game 4 of the series. So Ben Taylor tells his guys, hey, we're going to break this up into 2 weekend series. Basically, you got 6 games, might as well break them up 3 and 3. So the Miners are now they got their first win of the series.
That's right. And so
first series win. There you go.
First series win here against the Oilers. And thank you for watching. Once again, Hunter Warren, Troy Wisniewski, and keep an eye out for that next link to Peninsula Oilers Game 2. Thanks for watching.